Be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Melee Mob to see all our movie news, reviews, and so much more. Hello everyone and welcome to Movies in a Nutshell, where we talk about movies in a quick way so you can get on with your life. I am your host, Detective Artemis, and today our movie is Winchester. But before we do that, I'd like to give a quick thanks to all our subscribers because we finally hit 100. Yes, alright, we did it. Hey, good job. Next stop, 500. So please share this channel with your friends and support Movie Melee. Thanks. So this movie is loosely based around the actual Winchester haunted maze house in San Jose, California. It's also directed by the same two guys who gave us Jigsaw. Great. So Jason Clarke is easily the best character in this movie. He plays a psychiatrist who is hired by the Winchester Repeating Arms Company to go evaluate Mrs. Winchester because, well, she's been a little crazy lately. Been talking to spirits and building this fucking crazy house. And, well, they just want her off the company, really. I didn't like the niece at all. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was her acting or her lines or her delivery, but every time she just started talking or was on screen, I just tuned out. I didn't care. It was also pretty cool to see the guy who plays Tucker from Insidious in this movie. I just thought, like, whoa, what if that's like Tucker's great-grandpa and these movies are somehow connected? But imagine, fool. Her son gets possessed throughout the movie a few times, and I just thought, well, obviously it's gonna be easy to possess a redhead kid. He doesn't have a soul. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't talk because one time I sold my soul for a sausage egg McMuffin when I was 12. Simpler times. In a cool little twist, you find out the cause for all the violent paranormal activity was because of this angry spirit whose two brothers were killed in the Civil War. They were part of the Confederate team, you know, the Southerners, and the spirit was too. So in an act of vengeance, he goes to the Winchester Company and just guns down everybody, put a little potato sack over his head. Some pretty creepy imagery. And then, you know, he gets killed by the police. And throughout the movie, you see him as a butler. Like, you don't think anything of it. It's like, oh, just some weird butler guy who doesn't want to talk to anybody. So his reveal was actually pretty cool. He was just like, y'all killed my brothers, man. There's gonna be hell to pay, I reckon. As you can expect, this movie did have a lot of jump scares, which is something I hate. I mean, sure, it's okay to have a couple of jump scares in the beginning to sort of tease what's to come, but if majority of your scares are jump scares, then to me that just feels lazy and pretty cheap. It's a damn haunted maze house. There's plenty of room for a scary atmosphere and the fucking fear of the unknown. You don't need jump scares. You don't need to rely on that. Come on. I thought you was better than that. Speaking of the house though, I feel like a little more time should have went to exploring the house more. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of rooms and I don't expect to see every room, but I mean, show some of the rooms, you know, like where the ghost who came out at the end, see what their rooms look like. So that way when they came out, it had more of an impact instead of just like, oh shit, there's a cowboy ghost. All right. I mean, sort of have it like how they did in 13 Ghosts, but just maybe not as cheesy. Overall, I did like this movie, but it could have been much more. Like, I liked it, but I wanted to love it. It had some interesting and pretty creepy moments, and the fact that it's based on a true story helped out a lot. But I think it could have been at least about maybe 10 or 15 minutes longer just to sort of flesh out the characters more. Like, oh, you know, the kid saw his dad die, could see that. Or, you know, explore a little bit of Mrs. Winchester before her husband died and before her kid died. Okay, I would have cared about her a little bit more. Or even spend some time again exploring the house because the house can be treated as a character. It's got that creepy look and a history to make it very interesting. Probably more interesting than all the actual characters we have in the movie. I mean, after all, it is the house that the spirits built. And also less jump scares. So I hereby declare Winchester, watch when you're bored. So did you guys like Winchester? Vote in the poll above my head. And what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to this amazing channel. I am Detective Artemis, and what the heck is a gigawatt?